I'm Christine Persichetti. This year, the tablet's Bright Christmas campaign turns 60. It's provided more than just a Merry Christmas for thousands of children. It's given hope. Canarsie's Jessica Easthope is here to talk about its mission and one man who's been supporting it right from the beginning. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Christine. Come Christmas time, there are countless charities worthy of your donation. But for Matt Schiller, only one stands out. Matt was the tablet's business manager for 20 years and says he's seen money come and go, but the joy Bright Christmas can bring is what lasts. Take a look. As quick as it is to turn a newspaper page, Matt Schiller is taken back in time. The tablet's business manager from 1973 to 1993 can point to the place where it all started.
See the tan building with the clock on it, where the Bright Christmas idea was born in 1963.
With the hope that it would change lives.
There's a couple of charities that I really believe in, but Bright Christmas is probably the biggest one. I know it's in good hands.
At a time when the tablet was first digitizing its operation and mailing list, Bright Christmas had a humble beginning, but its reach was anything but.
It was a huge difference for those families. It really resonated with our readers. People loved the idea that they were doing something for people close to home.
And it has stayed close to home. Over the decades, the fund has made Christmas bright for thousands of children and families and agencies helping those less fortunate. Matt says in the early days, Bright Christmas was evidence that generosity came from the heart, not the wallet.
They quilted blankets, they would donate clothes, they wanted to take care of the people of Brooklyn and Queens. They were reading those stories and they were moved to action.
Now, as tens of thousands of newly arrived count on the church for help, the Bright Christmas campaign continues to evolve right along with the needs of the Diocese of Brooklyn.
Bright Christmas, as far as I know, has never had a goal where they've said, we have to raise this much. The important thing is how many people are giving, because that's how you know you've connected with people. That's a connection to me that is like unbreakable.
But in an ever-changing diocese, in an ever-changing city, Matt hopes the goal of Bright Christmas never changes. Matt has since moved away from his old stomping grounds, but still gets the tablet and has been a Bright Christmas donor for 30 years. Last year, the campaign raised more than $120,000. Christine?
All right, thanks, Jess. And if you want to donate to Bright Christmas, just head to thetablet.org. You'll see the Bright Christmas donate page right there on the home screen. The leaders of the world gathered in Dubai Thursday as COP28 officially kicked off. Tens of thousands are attending the annual United Nations summit to confront global warming. And on day one, the countries already approved the details for a disaster fund, which will help poor nations cope with climate disasters. Bishops around the country are watching the summit closely. They're calling for international climate policies that promote justice. Here to explain what some of those policies are is the national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, John Lavenberg. Hi, John.
Hi, Christine.
So, John, let's take a closer look at the statement. The bishops say, quote, the replacement of fossil fuels with secure, reliable, affordable, and clean energy is the preeminent environmental challenge faced by all nations. So what else are the bishops saying the leaders at COP28 need to focus on?
Yeah, so when it comes to the policies they want, they're really emphasizing justice for the poor and vulnerable who are most affected by climate change. They include the statistic that 3.3 billion people worldwide have limited energy and another 700 million have no electricity. So they're really emphasizing that whatever these leaders come up with, they need to take care of the poor and vulnerable first.
All right, and Pope Francis recently released a follow-up encyclical on the environment called Laudate Deum. How does the Holy Father think we're doing in terms of combating climate change?
Yeah, so in that follow-up to his 2015 encyclical Laudato Si, he says we're not reacting enough, and he says we're basically at the breaking point right now. So this is a staple of his papacy is climate change and environmental advocacy, and he's saying that time is running out to really make the change that is needed.
All right, and we all know the Pope was supposed to go to COP28 before he got the flu and canceled that trip. Are we hearing anything more on his health?
So he is in stable condition. He's actually continuing and forging ahead with meetings the rest of the week. So he still has a little inflammation, but he is doing well. The reason he didn't go to COP28 was because of the heat in Dubai and going back and forth between that heat and the AC. His doctors advised him that wasn't the best idea.
And of course, we pray for his health. John Lavenberg, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Christine.
All right, finally tonight, in honor of the last day of Black Catholic History Month, we take you to a church that is using their praise to draw parishioners closer to Christ and their roots. Holy Family Church in Canarsie is taking their hymns from the book Lead Me, Guide Me, which honors the faith journey of African American Catholics. Currents News' Katie Vasquez tells us more.
At Holy Family Church in Canarsie, their Sunday prayers come with a joyful noise.
I couldn't imagine praising God without singing to Him first.
But if their hymns sound different, it's because they are also looking to their cultural roots during their praise. The songs are from a book called Lead Me, Guide Me, which celebrates the faith journey of African American Catholics.
I find that song can really connect us, and the common parishioner can play a part in praising God and in letting the Spirit move within us. That's what their purpose is.
This is the light of mine.
The music incorporates different African and Caribbean styles, and even some traditions from Pentecostal and Baptist churches.
It resonates in my soul, you know? And then I found out that they came from other denominations, other traditions, you know? And I never really thought of it as necessarily an African American kind of thing.
Everett Wilson brought the songs to the Brooklyn church when he joined as the director of music 17 years ago. He hoped it would spark the same joy he felt when he first heard them at 13 years old.
It was kind of amazing to me, you know? And then like the music sounding more like gospel-y and not traditional. This was like blowing my mind. And I think that's why I fell in love with the book so much.
Each beat connects the congregation with their culture, Christ, and their church.
It's the fact that the congregation sings with me, and I see them swaying because everybody knows that song. It just really elates me that the whole church is praising God together.
The choir looking to the past so they can carry on these traditions to the future. In Canarsie, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.